Are you planning to apply to United States dental schools this year? Before you hit submit on your CAPIT application, you need to know what it's really going to cost you. Because applying as a foreign trained dentist isn't just expensive, it's way more expensive than most people expect. And today, I'm going to break it down for you, line by line, based on what it actually cost me to apply and get accepted into USC, NYU, and Rutgers. Hello, I'm Anna, a dentist from Russia, now studying at USC's Advanced Dentistry program. If you are new here, this channel is where I break down everything international dentists need to know, from exams and applications to building your career in the United States. In the description, you'll find links to free resources and my full application guide that covers everything in one place if you want to prepare smarter. Now, let's get into the real numbers. So let's start first with the exams and all the credentials. It cost me around $1,500. You can't even start applying without passing some basic milestones. So INBD was about $880, TOEFL $225, and ECE course by course credential evaluation was about $200. And of course, shipping all the documents to ECE, CAPIT, it was around like $50. Total, just to be eligible to apply, was almost $1,500, depending on shipping of the extra copies or not. Second, application fees, which came around $2,700. Once you're ready to apply through CAPIT, here's what you're looking at. CAPIT application fee for the first school is $264. Each additional school you apply to is around $115 per school. So I had 6 more schools, which equals to $690. There's also supplemental application fees separate per school, which comes to around $150 or $250 depending on the school. For me, it was around another $1,000 for 7 schools. Sending official INBD and TOEFL score separately to each school was about $15 per test per school. So 2 tests, INBD and TOEFL by 7 schools comes to almost $100. And application fees totally came around $2,700 or even more. Then there's also extra tests. For me, it was $85 for CASPER, which is a situational judgment test. Luckily, Kira Talent video interviews were free, but it was quite stressful. Small fee, but don't forget about that one. Next is bench test and interviews. This is probably the most expensive part. It was about $6,000 or $7,000 for me. Once you get invited to the interviews, there's a whole new set of costs. Bench test fees depend on the school. For me, for 2 schools, it was around $1,500. Then there's DIY bench test preparation setup, motor, dental supplies, and so on. It came to around $800. Then there's also travel, flights, hotels, everything else. So flights to interviews, California, New York, New Jersey, it came around $2,000, if not even more. Hotels for 3-4 nights per interview, about another $2,000. Then the local transportation, Uber, meals, some sightseeings, everything totally came around $7,000. Other random costs were always little things here and there, copy here, sending documents here, printing, postage, extra prep books, materials, and so on. It's like an endless number of things that you eventually need to buy. So easily another $500 or even more. So when I counted everything that I spent within this application process, it took me almost $20,000 just to apply to 7 schools. And it's not even you are accepted, it's just application. And once you get accepted, there's also the tuition fee and then the materials separately and so on, so many things that are still coming to your way that you have to pay out of pocket. So by that, what I want to say that you guys have to be prepared for financial part of this journey. It's not that it's easy, it's a big investment. But also that is investment in your future. That's your chance to get the foundation in a new country. So if I knew that it would cost me so much, I would have been prepared earlier. I would apply to maybe fewer schools, but I still chose only 7, and it was a strategic approach. I didn't pick like 20 as many other students do, applicants. I always say that picking the schools that align with your goals and match your profile increases your chances of acceptance. So that's why I always thought that applying randomly to every school possible is a mistake, and that's why I chose only 7. And it also helped me to avoid extra costs. So you need to be aware of not only the exams and application costs and other things that come to your way, such as supplemental applications that not everyone tells you about. Then there's also like small fees, because a lot of schools ask you to send them the copies of the exams, send the documents. Some schools ask you for WES evaluations. They don't accept ECE, which means that after you did the ECE, you also have to prepare the WES, which is another $500. So, and so on. There's always surprises along the way. If you are applying this year, please go into it with your eyes wide open. Planning ahead can save you thousands and a lot of unnecessary stress. So if you want a full roadmap that breaks down exams, school research, application strategy, interview prep, visa process, and mental health tips to survive the waiting game, I've created the full From Dream to Acceptance guide specifically for foreign trained dentists, which is linked in the description below. It's everything I wish I had when I started, and it will save you months of stress and thousands of dollars in mistakes. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. And if this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's on the same path. You're not alone and you can do this. See you in the next video.